First up at 5 o'clock today, a woman who locked a friend inside a Kentwood storage unit just hours before a fire was facing up to 15 years in prison for her death.
But today, a Kentwood judge dismissed the charges, calling the death of Kareen Abu-Samra a tragic accident. Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker was in court for today's ruling.
The judge ruled that the actions of the victim's friend, Morgan Wingeyer, did not cause her death. Wingeyer broke down and cried as the judge read her decision.
But I believe the criminal charges are unsupported, and I am dismissing this case at this time.
Wingeyer had been charged with involuntary manslaughter and unlawful imprisonment in Kareen Abu-Samra's death. The victim's badly burned body was discovered November 7th after a fire broke out in the storage unit she was living in at Broadmoor Self-Storage.
We are talking about persons who are sadly not living their best lives. It appears that both were making choices between bad and worse options.
Wingeyer had let Abu-Samra, a former girlfriend, stay in the unit for several days because she was homeless. She told police she locked the unit from the outside to keep her mom from finding out that Abu-Samra was staying there.
The decedent agreed to be locked in the storage unit. She wasn't led there against her will. In fact, she asked the defendant to help her out when she had no place to stay.
Hours later, a fire of unknown origin started inside the unit, but an autopsy found that Abu-Samra died of a meth overdose.
The defendant made a poor choice, locking her unit, locking her friend in the storage unit. But most of us will never be in a situation where that is a choice we have to consider. Is it better to leave a friend in the wind with no roof over her head, or would that make her worse off?
Wingeyer refused to comment after the hearing, but her attorney applauded the ruling.
She made the right decision and then said it all.
The fact is just an accident.
That's
it
all
sounds
it was.
like Morgan was
terrible
actually
accident.
trying to do something good for her.
She was trying to help her friend, and it backfired, and the end result was terrible.
Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker says he plans to review the ruling before deciding whether to appeal it to the Kent County Circuit Court. Tonight at 6, the victim's parents accuse the judge of sending a bad message. In the newsroom, I'm Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker.